this is Liz. Welcome to my little urban homestead. On Fabric Friday, back to my stores. I've got a 2.5 inch strip here of this colour, and I'm going to cut 2.5 inch squares from it. Now, I've treated myself and bought another ruler the other day. I'm not sure if I like this one yet. Not used this. Let's just trim it up. First, take the salvage off. Or have I already taken the salvage off that side? I have. So I'm not going to trim it up any more than I need. It has previously been pressed, but it's been a while. I'll take a bit off that one to level it up. There we are. And I want 4 2.5 inch squares. So that will be 2. And half. No, I don't think I like this little ruler. And I will need some white for the background. 4 2.5 inch squares again. Let me get my other ruler. Sorry, the camera wasn't going then. So what I've got is 4 2.5 inch squares of the background, which is white, and 4 of the colour. And what we're going to do, you can draw a line down your background, or you can finger press it, or you can press it with your iron, or you can just wing it and go for it, or you can use tape to denote. But what we need to do is put the right sides of the fabric together and sew either side of that line 1/4 inch on all of them. So I'll come back to you when I've done that. So now I've sewn them all, I'm going to cut them in half along the line or corners. Whichever method you used, cut them in half diagonally. I didn't think that would chop. And I will iron these back. Now, there we have the little squares, 8 of them, and these will become your star legs. Now you can trim them up. Decide you don't like that ruler. You can trim them up to exactly 2 inches if you wish. It does make for a better one. And these are your star legs. So I'll trim them all up now. And to do that, you basically are putting the 2 inch mark on your diagonal line, and then just trim the little bits that are there. So now I can trim it exactly, and as you can see, it's a tiny sliver. Sometimes you won't have anything to trim. But there's one done. I'll do the rest now. Now you might be lucky enough, I don't know if this camera will pick it up. Let's put that behind it and see if it can. Going up to my corner, there is a few lines, one of which is a 45 degree. So if I line that up on my diagonal line, that will give me a perfect diagonal seam. So let me show you. Make it so I've got more than 2 inches left, because I'll be trimming the other part. The diagonal line, 45 degree line, goes down my diagonal, and then just trim it up. And like I said, it's just little teeny slivers. See? That line goes right to the point. And do make sure that this side is right, 2 inches, and your diagonal line is right, and trim that up. So now we have the 4 legs. Now it's right. I have also got 4 2-inch plain background, in my case white squares, which will be going there, and a 3.5 inch there. So the first thing we do is sew this row together, sew these together and attach to that, and sew these together. And when I've got to that stage, I'll show you what I've done. I've stitched that row together. I haven't pressed yet because you can make the seams go whichever way you want. So I've just sewn those 4 together, sewn these 2 together. They wanted to press open, so I'll let them press open, and I've stitched them to the centre square, and I've just pressed them. So now it's just a case of sewing the top to that and the bottom on, and it's done. So there it is, a lovely dinky little star. You could have made a little 4 patch to go in there, whichever you wanted to do. And if you want, this was worked out at about 6.5 inch square once it's all trimmed up. This is a 6.5 inch ruler, so you'll be able to see better. See, 6.5 inches. We trim it up, and then if you want it a bit bigger than that, you can put a border around it, or you can make a load of these and sash them in a quilt. I've decided all these stars I keep doing, I'm going to make a little starry quilt. So until I've decided whether I'm going to put a border on it to make this bigger to match the others or what, I'm just going to leave it like that. So thank you, bye.